So sometimes NHL franchises have their minor league teams nearby, a few hundred miles. In this case, Toronto had their franchise well across the nation of Canada. So today we're going to be talking about the short but successful history of the Victoria Maple Leafs. Now, they were a minor pro hockey team in the WHL that played 3 seasons in Victoria, BC. They were the main farm team of the Leafs. The previous season, the team had played as the Denver Invaders, with the best regular season record in WHL. And from 59 to 63, the team had played as the Spokane Washington Comets. In 67, they became the Phoenix Roadrunners, the first incarnation of that storied name and franchise in the WHA. Now, Victoria had a baseball team named the Maple Leafs in 1915, and the Victoria Cougars entered the WHL as an expansion team for the 50 season, but in 61 they moved to LA to become the Blades. In 64 it was announced that the Denver Invaders would be relocated to Victoria after Denver had failed to reach a 2,000 season ticket target before the June 19 deadline the league had imposed. The team, which was owned by the Maple Leafs, had lost a reported $150,000 in their first season. Again, the team became known as the Victoria Maple Leafs the following season. The logo was a stylized blue maple leaf with the words Victoria Maple Leaf on it. They played in the Victoria Memorial Arena, which opened in 1949, and sat 5,033 spectators. Andy Stephen called the games for local radio station CKDA, and fans of the team were well known for chanting the parents' cheer, "Go Leafs Go." In June 67, Maple Leaf Gardens Limited sold a team for $500,000 to a group from Phoenix, which relocated it to become the Roadrunners, where they played until the WHL's demise in 74. In Phoenix, the franchise won the last 2 WHL championships in 73 and 74, and then competed in the World WHA in 74, 75, using essentially the same team from the previous year. Now, the Maple Leafs finished the 65 season with a 32-26-2 record, good enough for 4th place in a 6-team league, which allowed them to make the playoffs. Milan Marcelo led the team in scoring with 34 goals and 46 assists, and Larry Keenan scored 35 goals. Victoria sported 4 30-goal scorers, while journeyman goaltender Al Millar played 63 games, and future NHL goaltender Gary Smith also played in 7. The Leafs bet the Seattle Totems in the 7-game semifinal, but lost to Portland in 5 games for the title. Now, Millar played 10 playoff games in goal, with Jean-Guy Morissette playing the other 2. In the 65-66 season, the Maple Leafs defeated the San Francisco Seals in a 7-game semifinal to set up a rematch of the previous year's final. They bet the regular season champion Buckaroos in 7 games to capture their only Lester Patrick Cup in Victoria, and a first time for the franchise, going back to Denver and Spokane. Now, they finished the year with a 40-28-4 record under coach Frank Mario. Marchada repeated as team scoring leader with 28 goals and 54 assists. Bob Barlow scored 42 goals and added 39 helpers, while Lou Jankowski scored 32 and Andy Hebberton added 31. Marcella got 7 goals and 13 assists to win the playoff scoring title, and Barlow scored another 10 goals and 9 assists, tying Portland's Art Jones for second place in playoff scoring. Now, Barlow earned a place on the WHL's first All-Star team that campaign. Journeyman Al Millar started 51 games as goalie before being sent to the Tulsa Oilers of the CPHL, and John Henderson played in 24. With Millar gone, Henderson started all 14 playoff games. In 1967, the last season in the WHL, the Maple Leafs finished out of the playoffs with a 5th place 30-34-8 record. Buck Hoole was the GM and Frank Mario was the coach. Marcella continued as the team's top goal scorer and point getter with 40 goals and 35 assists. Bruce Carmichael added 30, and Gary Smith started 17 games for Victoria in the net. Al Smith had started the season with Toronto but arrived in time to play 55 games for Victoria. Al Smith later went on to play in the NHL with Toronto and 500 teams over time, as well as the New England Whalers of the WHA. Marcetta's output in Victoria earned him a trip to Toronto to play playoff games for the 67 Stanley Cup Toronto Maple Leafs, where his name is engraved on the Stanley Cup. So again, 3 years in Victoria, 102, 98, 14, 730 goals for, 717 goals against. Again, a very, very successful 3 years. And, people still talk about Victoria. There is some memorabilia out there you should take a look at. And I don't know if there's any YouTube of the team, but usually it crops up after a while. Thanks for listening. Bye.